everyone, I'm the Sports Wiz 101, and today I'll be giving you my predictions for Week 7 of the NFL season. So, we'll predict all of these games set to take place in Week 7. We're coming off of a slightly disappointing Week 6, where we went 9-6. This week, tons of teams on bye. Let's go through them real quick. The Bengals, the Texans, the Titans, the Jets, the Panthers, the Cowboys. All are on bye. Goodbye. We'll see you next week. So, let's get started without any further ado. AFC battles set to take place on Sunday. We got the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. This is my lock of the week. I'm going with the Bills. I know it's a bit risky having my lock of the week being a road divisional game, but again, this is the Bills taking on one of the worst teams in football. In this case, the New England Patriots. And while they seemed to struggle last week against the New York Giants in another game I opted to call my lock of the week, I don't think Buffalo's going to quite have the same problems of possibly overlooking their opponent just because it's the Patriots, the former kings of the division. I don't think Buffalo would want to overlook Bill Belichick and the Patriots. And so long as they're doing that, Buffalo's the more talented team. It feels like Bill Belichick's coaching has kind of fallen off a cliff. I think right there, Buffalo should be able to get enough momentum going on offense and on defense to earn the victory. Moving on, Browns and Colts at Indianapolis. News came out earlier this week that Anthony Richardson is done for the rest of the year. It's the Gardner Minshew show in Indy. And now they play a Cleveland Browns team coming off of an upset victory over the 49ers. Maybe the Browns are due for a letdown, but I still think they win. I think their defense dominates the Colts on their way to a win. Then we got the Los Angeles Chargers versus my Kansas City Chiefs. And this one should be close, as most Chiefs-Chargers games are. But like most Chiefs-Chargers games, I'm going to take Kansas City to win it late. Simple as that. Jaguars Saints, Thursday Night Football. New Orleans comes into this as the favorite, actually, as there's questions about will the Jaguars have Trevor Lawrence. But even if they don't, I think Jacksonville wins this game, because I feel like this might be a game where maybe have ETN go off. Maybe the Jaguars have the running game to stifle the Saints' defense. And then offensively, the Saints don't really have that good of an offense. So I think Jacksonville can be able to slow them down. I'll take the Jaguars. Sunday games, it's the Lions and the Ravens. I'm going to call this my upset of the week. Baltimore comes into this as a 3-point favorite. I'm taking the Lions. Why? Well, for Detroit, they have done an outstanding job of stopping the run no matter who they're playing. I feel like that can continue on Sunday. So that tells you that Baltimore needs to be effective through the air I'm not sure that they figured out how to do that yet. That leads me to thinking that the Lions will come away with the victory. Next up is the Raiders and the Bears. Both teams possibly without their starting quarterbacks. Here, I think it's a bigger loss for the Bears than it is for the Raiders. I would rather have Justin Fields than Jimmy Garoppolo right now. So, that leads me to thinking the fall off from their starter to their backup won't be quite as severe for the Raiders, and so I'll take the Raiders to get the win. Steelers and Rams. Steelers are coming off a bye. I consider this one also as my upset of the week. I'm taking the Steelers. Quite simply because I think their defense is going to find ways to get pressure on Matthew Stafford and that Rams offense. The Steelers offense will do just enough against the Rams to come away with the win. Packers and Broncos in Denver, in the Mile High City. Denver's defense looking about as good as it had all year when they played the Chiefs last week. And then you have Green Bay here coming off a bye. And prior to that bye, a disappointing loss on just about every level to the Raiders. But I feel like Denver's defense comes back to earth a bit here, and the Packers wind up winning this one. Then we have Sunday Night Football. The Miami Dolphins travel to Philadelphia to take on the defending NFC champion, the Eagles. And to me, it feels like with Miami, they are going to fall to a team that has both a good offense and a good defense, which a lot of the teams Miami has beaten up on do not have one. The Patriots don't have a good offense. The Broncos don't have a good defense. The Giants don't really have that good of an offense. The Panthers don't have that good of an offense. And one time they did play someone that was good on offense and defense, they got blown out at the hands of the Buffalo Bills. Now, I'm not saying they're going to get blown out in the hands of the Eagles, but I think this is an uphill battle for Miami, as they will lose in Philadelphia. On to the NFC games, Falcons and Buccaneers. I've been surprised by how good Tampa Bay is this year. It feels like they're way better than I gave them any credit for. And I think their defense can shut down the Falcons en route to a win. Commanders and Giants. I'm taking the Commanders for similar reasons to why I took the Steelers. I think their defensive line can get serious pressure on possibly Tyrod Taylor. It doesn't matter if it's Tyrod Taylor. It doesn't matter if it's Daniel Jones. The Commanders' D-line should get tons of pressure on them and should get plenty of sacks to go around. Cardinals and Seahawks. Seattle, one of the tougher places to play. Arizona might give it a great effort, but they're going to lose in Seattle. Then you have Monday Night Football. The 49ers taking on the Vikings in Minneapolis. 49ers having some devastating injuries this past week as Deebo Samuel, Christian McCaffrey both leaving the loss to the Browns with injuries. And then you have the Vikings there without Justin Jefferson. Here, I'm taking the 49ers. I am betting on the 49er defense to just slow down the Viking offense. And I do think that defense of the 49ers way better than really any facet of the game for the Vikings. So there you have it. There's my picks for week number 7 of the NFL season. If you like this, please like and subscribe for more to come in the following weeks. I have been Sports Wiz 101, and I will see you all later.